Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noé Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pedro S. Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is
I got this reactions thing. I'm gonna do the Adafruit.
Hello, everybody. I forget what part I'm saying. This is the show we combine 3D printing, fireworks, and balloons to make inspirational projects with eyeballs. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is episode 416. It is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. We are hanging out in the Discord chat room. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have some fun Halloween, Hallows Eve projects lined up for folks. And we have some prototyping. We have a little bit of a shop talk, Timelapse Tuesday video, and community makes. All this and more on 3D Hangouts. We'll take a moment to welcome everybody to the show live. Joe, you want to say hello to people?
Good morning, everybody. Hanging out all over the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Periscopes and the LinkedIns.
Yeah, LinkedIn, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Discord. If folks want to join us in the Discord, the link to that is discord.gg/Adafruit. Giving shout outs to Duester, Rosin, Vince, Squid.jpg. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's jump into, and Jason on the YouTube. Hello, folks. Thanks for joining us live. We're running a little late because there's just so much going on right now, but here we are. We made it live. The coffee's still hot. I did brewed it 30 seconds ago. I'm ready for. You're just having fun with this Simona, huh?
Like, what the heck? Do they have more?
I don't know, but that's
I want the dev kit so you can add your own. It looks like it's just alpha channels.
I like how it fades in and out of the effects.
I like the different layers. Put stuff behind you and in front of you.
Yeah, it's like blurring it too, like the transparency of those balloons.
Yeah, and the portrait effect. And the studio, you said you didn't like it. The studio looks kind of cool.
The kind of silhouette,
and you can adjust it.
Vignette.
Can I adjust the portrait? Yeah. Whoa. Super blurry.
This segment brought to you by Simona. I gotta update later.
Good morning, Jason. Yeah, I gotta. Wait, no, this one just was updated. All right, cool. Let's go over what we're doing this week.
Yeah. First up, we'll do the freebies. This week we have freebies. Check out adafruit.com/free for all the details. I'll run through them right now. For orders that are $99 or more, you're going to get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo. Those are lovely aluminum PCB coasters with some really nice silkscreen of an Adafruit logo. If your order is $149 or more, you'll get the PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's that lovely keyboard driver, great for making keyboards and other projects. If your order is $199 or more, you'll get the free KB2040, the free PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. If your order is $299 or more, you get the free ground shipping from UPS, the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and the all-new Adafruit Metro M7 with partnership with DigiKey. Check out adafruit.com/free for the details. These get automatically added to your cart, so that's really nice. No need for coupon codes. But if you do want to use a coupon code, you can use today's coupon code. It's good for the next 24 hours, and it's prototype. Prototype, and that's the coupon code.
Awesome. It's actually the largest portion of the show. We're showing off all the prototypes we're working on. But I think to start off, we're going to show off this week's little bit of a project recap video.
Right. So we have a lot of Halloween projects, and since we are still in progress of current projects, Lamar suggested, why don't we do a recap for 2023? And I'm on the Adafruit Learn system. Just type in Halloween, because we got a bunch of Halloween projects, particularly the ones that we have that I picked out this week. We have the Halloween neon LED sign. We have the Halloween M4 tombstone. We have the Blue Fruit remote controlled candy dispenser with a servo claw. And what's the last one? It's escaping me right now. I think it's the LED gem, the emerald.
Yes, that is correct.
Emerald. So we have a YouTube video out that just kind of has them in a compilation, and we thought they needed some they needed some, what do you call it, some promo, some recap promo. I think the LED flame is also there. I think that's a really cool one for folks that want to like have a fan on a hot day, but still have like this cool light up prop. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the one I have actually with me right now is one of my favorites. It's the Tombstone Halloween M4, which will be in stock very soon. Adafruit just got a big shipment of M4 chips, the AT-CMD51. That's the chipset that runs a lot of the I projects. So this is the Halloween M4. We have Monster Mask and I think the M0 Halloween as well. So this is a cool 3D printed tombstone that's desktop sized. It's battery powered, and it all snap fits. It's got a couple of details on it to make it look pretty cool, and it's got black LED acrylic with some NeoPixel lit lights there to make this cool, kind of spooky tombstone. Raw.
Yeah, I love the crumbled rock effect, which I think is vinyl, right?
Yeah, this is all vinyl, all that detail there. This mask here is also vinyl, which is a really good combination of like adding details to your props. Nowadays we have the PropMaker feather, so you'd be able to kind of use that to make it more interactive. So like if you had a time of flight sensor or a proximity sensor, you could like kind of wave your hand in front of it and it would like actually have sound. So upgrading this with the feather RP2040 PropMaker would be a really good product idea. So maybe next year we'll have a nicer tombstone. This year you did a tombstone already with the PropMaker feather using the matrix, so you big scaled. But if you want to do a kind of a small one, maybe you can retrofit this one to do that. There's plenty of space on the inside here. Hey, it's very shiny. And then there's like the USB port there for the Halloween M4. But be on the lookout for the return of the Halloween M4. All
right.
So that is my pick of Halloween projects this year. It's ripe for remixing. Yeah.
I can't wait to start on those eyeball projects again. This is why we've been holding off, but there will be more in store soon.
Yeah, there's a ton of Halloween projects. The book. Phil B did an awesome job doing a bunch of different projects with it.
Not is it Ouija? Yeah, Ouija? No.
Yeah, Ouija.
Yes. I think we can use the name or something.
Yeah. Ouija board. We have that candy bowl. We have like this googly eye. There's so many.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when it came out, it was like, oh yeah, we put it on a pumpkin.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff you can do with that. Yeah. And that's just one example of many Halloween projects on learn.adafruit.com. So if you want to pick up the PropMaker or any NeoPixels or any other M4 dev boards that are in stock, you get 10% off. Woo. Are there any other projects you wanted to highlight? Maybe the Blue Fruit Claw candy?
Yeah, I think the Blue Fruit Claw is pretty cool. You can open that one up. This one could be attached to anything. So if you go to, I think, the assembly part of it, the main claw part just attaches to the bottom of the little ghost there. So you can add this onto anything. Mainly like the drone. I think I reused some of the components when I did the drone claw. So cool. This makes it completely portable. All you have to do is just screw it onto whatever other prop you want to use. And it's all Bluetooth controlled with your phone. So you can add more functionality to it, like lights or something like that. or even maybe hook up a sensor so it can be automated. So if it sees something coming in front of you, or if it like detects heat or something, it can do the dispense the candy that way. So lots of ways to modify this claw on anything you want. Here we see cool. It's pretty simple. It's just the servo, the BLE, Bluefruit CPX.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Just 2 components, I think.
That's it, yeah. And then the 3 different part that like holds, that combines the servo and the board together.
I was surprised to see that the following, the small flying ghost, $20. It's still in stock. They're still selling this thing. It's pretty cool.
Sweet, yeah.
Pretty decent ratings. Like people still use
this
thing.
It's really good.
Yeah. So it's basically a motor and a string, and it like has like a pulley system that drags the ghost. It's sound activated, so whenever it hears people knocking on the door saying trick or treat, it'll it'll activate. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of the discount. There it is. So you can still pick this up. It's pretty affordable, and it's we picked this up during the pandemic, so 2-3 years ago now, in 2020, I think, where it made sense to like have distancing, but this is still kind of a cool prop to kind of reuse and upgrade.
Yeah, you can dispense candy while you're like sitting on your couch,
or you can use the servo to like open and close a door for candies to kind of fall out of something.
There you go.
Yeah, so lots of cool uses for this. Is this CircuitPython? It is CircuitPython. Yeah, Liz Clark put it together, of course. And you can see here how it's working. It's using the buttons up and down in the Bluefruit Connect app. That's a free app for iOS or Android. So it's going to work with just about everything. And it's a really cool kind of simple project that you can put together with not too much soldering.
Yeah, I think upgrade for this would be maybe adding a speaker so you can like trigger sounds as well. Have your own sounds being triggered.
Yeah. I think maybe combine the new PropMaker feather somehow with Bluefruit. I don't know if we've done a project like that yet. I don't know how we would do that.
I think we just used like the NRF52.
Yeah, the NRF52 feather, and then just kind of solder up to a proto board so that you can connect. With JST cables, a NeoPixel, a speaker, that sort of thing. We have pretty good audio support on the NRF52 840. So if you want to do Bluetooth, that's the way to go.
Cool. So that's a way we can update that next year.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to start. Like, you really need to start like in September 1st, maybe even in August.
Now
we kind of did. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's like pick the kind of simple project. So if you have, if you want something that lights up and matches your cosplay, we got this cool kind of light up emerald. Kind of neat.
And then again, this could be just, you could just insert this into a pumpkin as well. Have the animations all be wireless.
Or your candy bag, candy dish, whatever. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I really like this one because it came in 3 different sizes, and a lot of folks tend to print it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I could just add that extra light to whatever kind of prop you have.
So cool.
All right. But again, just type in Halloween and see what you get. Lots of fun stuff. The neon signs are always a cool one to kind of adorn your haunt with. It's got a fun case on it, and each sign has its own set of like animations that kind of match the sign itself. Like the ghost has like this kind of cool trail. The wolf howling at the moon has this cool kind of like effect to it that matches the moon rising. Check this out if you want to make your own neon sign. I noticed like Target always has the same kind of bat and pumpkin, so these are kind of unique. Yeah, they're unique to me. All right, any other ones that we want to talk about?
Believe that was it, right?
Yeah, Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just 4 of them.
Yeah, there's props too, obviously, but just wanted to pick 5 for this week. Cool. Let me check in on Discord and see if anyone's...
Yes, question about the servos making noises. Are there any that have silent servos? I think those little ones from Pinocchio, right? Those are kind of silent.
Maybe. I think if you're gonna go with some silent, it might be a little bit more costly. I haven't really played with any other servos other than like the really affordable ones that are your standard hobby servos. So I'm not sure, but definitely check out DigiKey. Maybe there's some that have rated for like low noise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure there are.
The claw. Yep.
Yep. Oh, Johnny's saying that they're celebrating Cinnamon Roll Day here in Sweden. I gotta get a cinnamon roll now.
DJ Devin is asking if there's any plans to make the creepy dish with a bigger round eye display.
I would. I have this. We have the displays. We have the S2s. We just need code. They're working on it.
Yeah, the libraries too, like the firmware for it.
Yeah.
It's coming together though.
Yep, we're ready. We got the stuff. Just need it to all talk to the hardware all nice like.
Yeah, we're getting there. Cool.
If we don't make it for Halloween, I guess we'll be making snow globes out of them, huh?
Right. Sort of.
Have you seen the one where it's the kitty cat on the litter box and that's the snow and the snow globe?
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that.
I think that should be the GIF that we put on there.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay. Let's see. I think we're ready for prototype.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's prototype. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
Sure, I'll go first. All right. I think I've shown you this a couple weeks ago. I finally have a HAL 9000. This is a fun prop from the infamous iconic movie from Stanley Kubrick, 2001, A Space Odyssey. This is all 3D printed. We have a current project from many years ago from Phil B. He used laser cut parts. He suggested that let's bring this to the 21st century with 3D printing instead of laser cutting. So I went ahead and designed a nice enclosure for this giant 100 millimeter diameter button. So when you press the button,
I'm sorry, Dave, I don't have enough information.
We got a sample from 2001: A Space Odyssey of HAL saying, sorry, Dave. In the back here, you can see it's just that button. These are really nice buttons. They have a built-in LED with a resistor. I'm using quick connects. And then, of course, the PropMaker RP2040 feather. So there you can see I have the wires all screwed in. Very little soldering. I just had to tin some wires, really. But this is nice because I can disconnect this. The speaker is the 3-watt, 8-ohm enclosed speaker. So that's pretty loud.
I'm sorry, Dave, I don't have enough information.
Because I have a kind of medium-sized printer, I have it split into 3. And then I have my panel here split into 2. The last detail, of course, is the HAL 9000 kind of emblem that goes here. And I may or may not do a back cover here. It is pretty big. It's this big. And I think... what was I going to say? I think it takes a long time to print, but I think it's worth it. It's a kind of big, thing. I made sure to scale it to the exact scaling of the actual prop, which Phil B kind of already did the hard work because he went in the RP forums, the prop rep forums, and found folks that already painstakingly found like exactly how many holes and exactly the dimensions of it. So it's really nice that this button kind of already has that. I might spray paint this to be chrome. And yeah, it's a pretty cool prop. We're going to have it so that when you press the button, it'll randomize the sample. And I think to distribute this without any copyright infringement, we might just have, Mac OS text to speech do it, or maybe TikTok or some other voice that we won't run into. We'll just type it out and it'll kind of do it.
I'm sorry, Dave, I don't have enough information.
So right now I have it powered by USB here. I think it's safe to just have it powered by USB. So there's no need for battery because you might want to mount this somewhere if you're a big fan of it. Otherwise, it's a pretty simple project. Just showcasing the PropMaker feather. If I bring up the Learn guide, you'll see that, man, it is a lot of work back in the day to get an audio project. So I'll go back to the Learn guide and type in HAL 9000. And if you haven't seen the movie, I recently watched it a couple weeks ago, and it's just so amazing how well it's filmed. Like Stanley Kubrick did such an amazing job. All the people that designed it, it's still like an incredible movie, and it came out so long ago, like 50 plus years ago.
That's how a lot of the movies are.
Predates Star Wars,
That's where they all
1969.
get inspiration from.
Yeah, so this is Phil B's version. It looks really nice because it's spray painted, and it's got acrylic that just has this really nice surface finish.
Wait, is the grill gold or is it gray? I'm seeing both.
In the movie, it's more gray, but here I'm seeing it's a little bit of a gold.
That's why I printed it in gold.
Which is fine. I need to get some spray paint because the guide really covers like spray painting it. I was gonna 3D print this piece, but it has a lot of details. That's like it's got the coil and the threading for the nut. So I really want to keep it simple. And the whole point of this project is like to keep this like under $100. And here's the laser cut parts that I referenced. He really documents like the assembly of it. Like it's pretty good, yeah.
No,
but yeah, he's got a label printer for it. I think I'm just gonna print it and do the hot filament swap technique.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but building all the layers of the acrylic can be a little bit of work.
Yikes.
Obviously, with the laser cutter, it's a lot,
dude. Yeah,
faster, but like they're still kind of expensive. The 3D printers are cheaper these days than the laser cutter. And I haven't looked at the newest laser cutters from like Glowforge because they're like old right now. I don't know what. I think it's probably still $1,000+ dollars. But who knows how big the bed is? I don't know how big it is.
And then your bulb breaks or burns out.
Well, I mean, yeah. So back then, back in 2010 or something, I think. Let me see. Let me just do a quick. 2013 actually is when it was first published.
11 years ago.
Yeah, or 10. I think 10, because yeah.
So that's when it was published, not when he started working on it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Right. So everything was Arduino. We have this wave shield. You had to like piece a lot of things together. Here's the Arduino code for it. I think it's a lot more complicated than it would be in CircuitPython. But I think, was it Dano or somebody redid it with the Cricut, which is like out of stock right now. And it's kind of like a lot.
That is overkill, because
it is overkill because it's supposed to do robotics, like motors and stuff and servos.
Just the size of it. Oh, and you need a CPX on top. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, that's again. This was even this is out of date. Like you can do it, but I think Lamar wants to redesign this
too much, man.
With an RP2040, because we didn't have the RP2040 when this came out, and it's still a lot. Here's the
dang.
I know
this is what gives us the job security. Everything that has to be remade. Definitely. Yeah, it's still a lot of work to remake everything nice and simple.
Yeah, and just making it 3D printable, I think, is going to go far.
Yeah.
So that is the project I got going on. Why, yes, Dave. As a matter of fact, I can do that.
Yeah, man, the kids are salivating over this big ass button. Just the satisfying click.
Yeah,
they've both been like peeking at it, trying to, are you done with the photos yet? Because they know that we got to take photos and then you can have it. But yeah, I think I am gonna put the lipo on here, and then maybe have like the screw thing for the back so you can hang it, have it be for the kids as doors.
Cool.
Man, it looks so good, even in this lighting.
Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah. Wow. Yep.
Yeah, everybody in the comments saying that, yeah, they definitely gonna make one of these.
Oh, cool.
Squid says they're gonna make one. Andy Calloway says, awesome doorbell. Yes, this would be a freaking sweet doorbell.
Doorbell, yeah.
maybe
I've
like
actually
use the
done that.
mounting for your ring door cam and like have a little hole here so it sits behind it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of custom doorbells.
Mhm.
Back in the day, that was one of our first 3D printed projects. We took an arcade button and we wired it directly into our doorbell because it's just a button.
Mhm.
And just be careful, you know, because it's like 24 volts or something. Or
Oh
16
yeah.
volts, you know, but be careful. Most arcade buttons are rated for like 24 volts. This one's rated for like 24 volts plus. So it's pretty chunky, pretty industrial. And yeah, they're fun. I love these buttons. They come in different colors, of course, and if you want, you can throw in a NeoPixel in there somehow. But right now, it
I
has
thought there
just
was a light in there.
no, there is. I'm just saying you could make it.
Oh,
You can
gotcha.
get the white one and then make it whatever color with a little bit of hacking. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of.
Oh, looks good.
Now. Such an iconic movie.
Let's see, Vince is saying that the Glowforge and the Omtech Polar are still the best to beat for entry level cutters.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like at some point, I do want to get a laser cutter, but
that'll happen these days.
Yeah,
cool. Right. Next thing we're prototyping.
Next up
in the prototype, we are almost done with this Fraz-Wrench. Put all the components together. Do a little demo. This is just the default code that comes with the PropMaker, and little buttons press. The LEDs are hooked up. These are like fake LEDs. Happy the way these came out. It's just a cut NeoPixel strip on the back. I'll open it up next week, but show like all the insides. But I think I need to make like a cover. You can't really see it because all the lights here. I need to make like a black backing so the red doesn't bleed through.
Okay.
But yeah, super happy with the dimensions. Feels super smooth. The PropMaker RP2040 right here, and the on and off button. All the components screw into the back. We have the countersunk screws to hold everything together. Super proud of the way we got the rotary on here. It's just the rotary on its side. So it's like a knob, but on the side, so it does the scroll wheel.
Yeah.
Cool way to turn that into a scroll wheel, because I don't think that they actually make something like that, do they? Where it's just a scroll wheel, not a rotary button on the side?
There might be something on DigiKey's website, but it's nice
that we stock those. What I mean,
right. This is a STEMMA QT board, so it just plugs right in directly in without any soldering. It's really nice.
I'd love to open it up to show you how modular all the components are.
Yeah, it's really nice. Everything has its own.
So happy with the way everything plugs in, even the screen. The screen also STEMMA, so it just plugs right in. You have to solder in some headers, but that's it.
Okay.
And yeah.
Just to give some context, this is a prop from Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach Ruin. It's the latest DLC from the Five Nights at Freddy franchise. It's an indie horror game, probably not indie anymore because it's like so widespread.
They have a movie coming out.
Freddy, it has a movie coming out.
So yay, good timing on the release date for this one.
So in the game, this is a tool that's really inspired, I think, by like the Fluke multimeters. In the game, you actually use this to unlock doors, puzzles, and nodes in the AR mode. So it's pretty cool. Functionality wise, you're supposed to plug it into the unlocked door, and then you twist either up or down to unlock and charge up these little wires to unlock the door. So because it has a built-in accelerometer, the PropMaker Feather, it's actually going to change the sound effect depending on how it's oriented. So we're going to use the accelerometer to change up the sound effects. The rotary wheel will just be a volume control because you don't really use it in the game, like the rotary wheel. It's just kind of there.
I mean, I see the action with the thumb going like that, like as part of the animation when he's doing stuff. I see that happening, but again, in the game, you probably don't hear any difference to the thumb doing anything. Yeah,
and it'll have a looping idle sound effect of like when you first pick up the item in the game. I actually had to watch a walkthrough because I haven't played the game, so I watched a walkthrough on YouTube of like kind of the whole game. Pretty cool though. Really iconic kind of looking
All the
This one-
characters, yeah. All the characters iconic. The story's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
Yeah, so it's a cool prop. It was really inspired by your son, my nephew Gavin. He's like,
Oh
dude, you
yeah,
gotta make
Gavin
this
wanted
prop.
this
It's
so
a cool
bad.
thing. So, shouts out to him for suggesting it. So yeah, I think it's inspired by, again, like a multimeter.
That's what it looks like to me. Jeez, even the
Yeah.
color and everything. So that's the last step, getting like the little lightning bolt detail going on there.
Yeah.
Of course, the code
Let me
that we were
show.
working on.
Let me see if I can
Like
bring.
like the overlay will have, so the handle has that black overlay. The antennas just came in, so that plugs in here. No functionality, but this is a perfect case if you want to do some sort of hacking or something. Like if you wanted to do that, what is it, the flipper, that dolphin flipper hacking portable thing. I don't know, maybe this could be a case for that. Like there's so much room in there. You have a 4400 milliamp hour battery. That's this entire side of it. So you have lots of battery to work with there. And then yeah, there's what it looks like. Of course, Gavin was saying, "Hey, how come the scroll wheel isn't as big as it is on the game with it being as thin?" It's like, dude, you got to think of physics. Like it would pop out the back.
Yeah.
So in the game, they probably have like a cube, transparency cube that like cuts it out, so you can't visually see as it's rotating. But it's like, no, dude, I would have to cut a thing out of the bottom, and then like you'll see it on the other side. It's like, no, that's not how the real world works.
Yeah.
I guess it could be like half of a scroll wheel, but then you can't sit there and scroll, 360. But
yeah, we'll see. I think there might be a way to raise it up. I don't know.
To increase the, I mean, yeah, I know how. You cut a hole in the back.
No, to raise it up. No, to raise up the.
Oh no! So the it's the board.
Oh, because the board. That's right. It comes down to the breakout board.
Yeah,
it is up against it, huh?
Oh yeah, it is up against it. That's as far as I can go without any more things getting bumped into, or
it comes down to
it is size limitations and
Oh,
compromising.
I know of a very complicated way. It would be kind of like a gear mesh where it's actuating a smaller gear. You know what I mean? That's the only other way.
I thought about that.
Yeah, that's too much.
But even this was a little bit like, because the way
Yeah.
this is being held up, I'll show it when we take it apart. There's like a little hook that holds the rotary down, so when you roll on it, doesn't push it like down because of the force that you're applying on just rotating it as a knob like that. It like pushes down on it, so you have to have like a little catcher thing that grabs the knob or the stem.
Yeah,
is that what it's called? Yeah, the stem.
Yeah,
knob stem.
Yep. Yeah, so it's cool that we're going to use the accelerometer to kind of make it.
Real quick, because Squid is asking about the display. Yep, we have it is the LCD character display. I believe it is the 2 character display. We'll show it. I think you're looking for it.
I have it here.
That guy right there. Yep.
Yeah.
It's been used a couple times. The new thing is the Stemma backpack that we have back there.
Yeah.
Again, we'll show it next week, but I have the short headers on there because I'm already planning for one of the kids to break the screen. And when that happens, I can just pop off the backpack and put a new screen on there.
Very nice.
So designing every single design out is with it breaking in mind. At some point, one of the kids is going to break it. So we need to be able to quickly print that part again or quickly swap out that piece that they broke.
How did you mount it with the
screws? Yeah, the screw mounts. You see the screw mounts?
Yeah, I haven't made a model of it yet. So you measure it?
Oh, dude, yeah, I had to go in there with the calipers and just measure everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eagle Cat is there, so I'll be able to make a model for other
I
folks.
think it's just the backpack though.
Right, it is just the backpack, which is fine.
You can look at the what I did. That lines up.
Okay.
If you want to use it for reference.
Yep.
It's just sketches though. I didn't model anything.
No, that's fine. Cool.
So
that is.
It is a little funky the way that the standoffs are, where it's like, oh, you mirror something and it is not like, it's not like symmetric. I had to go in at one corner and like adjust it a little bit, keep printing out little test frames to make sure that it all fit. But yeah,
Okay.
it's all in there perfect. What other question was there? And they're just laughing at the at the way that we have to plan modularity with the intention with knowing that it might break or that it will break at some point.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think, like, if I want to do a shop talk. I guess I have a really quick one.
I have
don't have my camera set.
I have a quick one that involves the way that you're assembling the thing.
Sure. Let's see it. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more useful. You got a little tool here. Tool
Yeah,
recommendation.
so getting the screws into some of these centers right here. So it was super hard to get the screws into this area right here. So we got this 45-degree bit with this anti-slip little bit in here. So this is the PH1. This is perfect for the like M3 and down, so all the way down like M2 screws when you have to mount, like say the Feather PropMaker RP2040, the little screw mounts right by the terminal. Those require M2 screws, and that will fit this guy in there. So we need to get in a funky angle. This could either go nice and straight, or I don't break it. Let's see. You can do your angle in there. You can reach in those crazy areas, and you can hold on to this guy and it'll rotate around it. And you can kind of see how this is working. There's like a ball socket in there that's doing the rotating at 45-degree.
What do I call it in right angle?
I think it's a 45-degree drill bit. I will find it. Should be in our Amazon.
It's quite a ways back, so I have to like
the way that you filter now. I don't like it. It doesn't do like your entire search history, so it might be in 2022 when we got
I just
it.
type in like words like drill. I'm trying to find it that way. Yeah, I don't see it. I do see the no slip.
I just got those.
Yeah, like these dudes here. Those look good.
The one. PH1. I also got like PH0 and just to test them out. Because all the drill bits we have are all like those big ones, that where the head just keeps slipping and breaking everything. Mm-hmm. I'd love to switch over to the hex nuts or the hex screws, but like when I have to take apart kids' toys or we're doing work around the house, like all those screws are all Phillips, man. I can't change all that.
Is this it? Or is this the style?
Yeah, that's the style.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the one we bought.
It's not the one we bought, but it's pretty close.
Right,
is it really 45 degrees?
30, whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, it's enough to get in there.
Yeah, because I want a really slim one.
I think that's the slimmest, just because of the way that you have to get that.
Yeah, some of them are really bulky.
Yeah, and, the first one that I was showing off that I used to make the Master Sword, that one was huge.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
But that one's like a freaking 180. You can completely bend it.
Right, like this thing, the flexible bit.
Yes, that's so big.
It's too big, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really bend like at a precise 45.
I mean, this worked. I mean, I'm calling it 45, but yeah, you can see that. No, it's
really
kind of
90. You want like a 90-degree one? Is this? Or is this too bulky? Yeah, I don't know. What do people? Does anyone in the chat have a good?
That looks bulky, but it looks like it would fit.
Yeah. It's probably.
If you go back, there was one down there for the suggested. Go back and scroll down. Yeah, right there, all the way to the right, all the way to the right. $11. Yeah, maybe that one.
Right angled bit. Looks chunky, but
it looks chunky, but it looks like it might fit in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily you're not going into.
I'll do some searching because I do need to get one because I had to manually.
Yeah, it is.
Get my fingers in there.
Saying go me the last time I got to do that.
Yeah. All right. Good tip. Okay, real quick for mine. We got 20 minutes, so I'll quickly go through it. I got my bracket for my tripod overhead rig. This is from Send Could Send. They have a 90-degree bend here. This is oh gosh, I forgot
Camera
the
plate.
like 1/8 inch thick aluminum. So it's metal. It has some incredible strength. It's not going to bend. It can hold probably a 20-pound camera. But I have a little slot here for a tripod screw, and then some M4 holes here to attach this to the aluminum extrusion so that I have this right-angled camera that can go straight down. This came out really nice. I don't know if this is... I ordered one, and they gave me two.
I'll take one.
So yeah, I know. So I'll send you one. But it came out really nice.
I'll send you these bits too, because these are like in a 10-pack.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll do a trade. So this is really nice. Otherwise, I got this one that's just way too big for what I need.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I just
like
need
the
this.
red.
This weighs like a couple grams, and this thing weighs like maybe a half a pound. It's like heavy, even though it's aluminum. There's just too much metal material here for what I need. I just needed this. So if you want your own custom bracket that has a bend to it and that's made out of aluminum, and you don't have access to a CNC mill or bending capabilities, check out Send Cut Send. I designed this in Fusion 360 a couple weeks ago. I think I showed off the sheet metal design, and then you can unfold it, export a DXF, bring it into Send Cut Send's website, and then you can define how much of a bend, where the bend is, what the holes are. You can have these threaded if you want. You can have this anodized, powder coated, lots of great features. And this only cost me, oh boy, I think it was like $20, which works out for me because this thing here, guess what, is $20. So you can customize your own thing, and you get two of them. Like if I said I only wanted one, but they sent me two, and you have the option of all sorts of aluminums, composites, not just aluminum. They do steel as well. So if you want something that's like magnetic, you can do that. Countersink, threaded, like I said, it's really nice. So Send Cut Send. If I ever need another metal part, I will be sending it to them. And it's cool that you can have bends. This is the most simplest kind of thing you can do with a bend, but there's all sorts of crazy geometries you can make with folding metal and sheet metal designs, especially in Fusion. Like, they have a really good tool for making sheet metal designs. So yeah, pretty cool. And that is my shop talk. Send Cut Send, custom tripod bracket.
Awesome. With regards to the 90-degree drill bit, Andy Calloway saying they have one of those bits, and yes, they are still bulky.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. I'll keep looking. Maybe there's this, whatever you have though, I'll find. I just don't have the time right now to work through it.
That's cool.
Spend the 10 minutes just searching Amazon.
Oh, dude, it was a while.
I know. All right, let's jump into the time lapse. Here is our time lapse video this week. It is very appropriate for the Halloween season. This is called Bony. Basilisk. It's from Mimetic 3D, the designer, on Colts 3D. It is a print-in-place articulating skeletal snake. You printed it in glow-in-the-dark filament. It is a free download. That's awesome.
Adorable little
amazing design for a free download.
I think it's a rattlesnake because of this tail.
Yeah, that's great. You didn't scale it up or anything? It's 100%?
No. Yeah, this is 100%. And like you said, it is the glow fill from Color Fab. No support materials. I just used a brim just because of the bottom there.
Okay.
But it did stick pretty well. And I love the detail on him. I think the only thing that's missing is like a little mouth, a little hinge on the mouth. But other than that, it's super cute little Pokemon-esque skeleton snake.
Yeah, it's got a cute face. You can prop it up in this kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Standing up, so that looks really cool.
In the description, it says that'll lock in place, but maybe my tolerances are off or something.
That's what it prints like, as you saw in the print.
Oh, I see. These little guys right here, the little chain ring things, are supposed to lock into this little.
Oh, I see.
Little nub area right there. It's supposed to lock in there.
Okay.
I'm scared to break it.
Oh, I see.
So
All right.
I'm not going to do that. But like you were saying, that cool pose that they showed off in,
Yeah.
it's super cool. Like a
I'd
little
love to see it
S.
printed bigger. I want to see it bigger.
Yeah.
So again, designed by Mimedex 3D, or maybe it's Mime. Anyway, Mimedex 3D. Printed place, no supports. Tickle and fidget toy. They have like a little story of the Bony name. Yeah, check it out.
Check out the comments in the Discord. Andy Calloway said it's supposed to be one of these guys. Remember
Oh, you're
these?
kidding?
The walking
Oh.
lizards? That's their
Yeah.
name. Basic.
Are they the Jesus lizards? They walk on their hind legs.
And we had like the brown ones. It didn't have that parasol on the back of his spine though. If I recall. They were brown. This might be the
Bony behemoth is prepared to perch on your shelf. That's the haunting highlight of your Halloween assembly or stands.
Yeah, this is perfect for the Halloween tombstone for your desktop decoration.
Yeah. There's 3 different tolerances of it, so I guess you could try different ones. Yeah, it's on things. Tight tolerance, loose tolerance. Not sure which one you printed, but
I don't know. Whichever one was there.
Yeah, it's
when you
free.
click download, whichever one that gave you.
Really? Okay. All right. Here's some support settings. Yeah, but check it out. It's
super awesome print.
I'll post this link in Discord if folks want it.
Not one issue with this one.
Yeah, I see you posted it on YouTube and Twitch. Very nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
All right. So that is this week's Timelapse Tuesday. Let's stroll right into Community Makes this week. We're going to kick it off with another lightsaber. This was posted up by Monkey MK on printables. They printed the new lightsaber RP2040 PropMaker Feather. This looks modified. I see screws here. There's no description on it, but it definitely looks like they modified the design because I don't have screws here. I can see that there's some sort of screw situation going on here and here. So that's pretty cool. Nice to see. Nice color. After that, we have something I found on Instagram. Instagram user Roger A. Knott posted up the ghost neon signs. And I think they're using different strips. It might be EL wire. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's the ghost. Maybe 2 different sizes. So pretty cool. It just shows you that you could reuse, or you can, use a different type of lighting. You don't have to use a NeoPixel strip. You can use a EL wire or whatever. Maybe it's a noodle. I'm not sure what it is, but I did see it. I was like, hey, that's the ghost that we made. So shout out to Roger for posting that up on their Instagram. And then after that, we have another lightsaber. This is from Nicole. They posted up their hilt. Looks like it's the standard hilt. No modifications to it, but it looks good in black, and it's kind of shiny. I'm not sure if it's resin printed or what, but it looks smooth. Maybe they spray painted it. Maybe they did some sort of finishing post-processing technique on it. I'm not sure.
They printed it in resin.
Yeah, maybe. We know it works in resin because I have mine printed in resin. And I think after that, the last one this week that we got is from Bal B Lack Art Ick. They posted and made a rig for doing heat set inserts. Looks like they modified it to fit their soldering iron, and it looks pretty good. So there you go. They have a whole little description here saying it works well, super easy to print and assemble. They modified the step file to most people do, remake the clamp holder. They're using a Walmart 30-watt soldering iron.
I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, they actually didn't like using it for soldering, so they're using it for heat press, which works really good. It's a good way to kind of use a crappy iron, As long as it heats up, it's going to make a good tool for heat press inserts. Yeah. So there you go. That is this week's community makes. Thanks everybody for posting your makes.
Woo! Wow.
That's funny. That's really cool.
I could see the cutout so bad on that one. Look at my hair.
Okay. Well, it depends on your camera. Confetti. All right. So we got some projects that we got cooking. I think for next week I'll probably have the HAL 9000. We're not sure. We're still kind of tossing
one of these
forth ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, either that one or this one or the Faz.
Yeah, one of these.
Or another time lapse if we need more time.
Yeah, there'll definitely be more time lapses. All right. We got about 10 minutes left. I guess we can end the show a little bit early.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you want to pick up anything in the shop, Prototype is the coupon code. Let me check real quick if there's any new products in stock. The Raspberry Pi 5 was announced last week or this week. I forget when. It was a blur. It's been a blur. A lot of things have been going on, but they're coming in stock. We don't have them in hand yet, and we won't sell them until they're actually in hand and sellable. No pre-orders or anything like that for us because we don't like to really go that way. We really want to ship things that we have, so that's why we don't do pre-orders. But it seems like we're getting all the accessories for the new Pi 5, and hopefully those will be in stock soon. We got a new display that's going to be dropping soon. The Square RGB 666 TFT displays. We're working on getting more support for the Qualia new board with the round displays. We'll be doing some projects with that. We have a planned kind of simple case for the USB-C power delivery. We have a couple ideas to power some projects, some gadgets, devices that have really odd power supplies. It'd be great to retrofit those with USB-C, and this is one way to do that. So,
it was surreal throwing away all of those lightning cables. It felt like so good, dude. Like, because everything else is
yeah, but now when I come over, I still have my iPhone 15.
Not for long, though, bro. Not for long.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade next year.
Yeah,
I want to wait.
It felt so good throwing away all those lightning cables.
Really? That's funny. Yeah.
And then all these cables that we had before that just sat there, like the USB to HDMI.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah, it just works now. That's great.
Now I'm like,
well, I remember when
a little rig for my phone, so it has the monitor facing me. So when you do a selfie,
yeah, it's a big change. I remember when the 30-pin connector for the iPhone switched to Lightning, and we just had,
so much
every week you get a different cable to replace that accessory that used the 30-pin connector.
With this case, we have all USB-C. They've been here this whole time.
Yeah, so I think the transition is way easier. Yeah, so the transition is way easier now. So many things are USB-C.
Dude, every single one of our cables, in the pantry where we have all the charging cables, they're all USB-C.
Yeah. This is my AirPods. They're still they're not USB-C. They're new ones, but still got that. But they're wireless charging, so
I was gonna say
plug it in. I always
exactly.
So that's a really nice thing to kind of future-proof things. I still got this thing here. This is my my magnetic tips thing. So I have the Lightning, USB-C, and Micro B all here still. So
I think Micro B is still sticking around.
Weird, yeah. I don't have many devices. The only devices that I have that are Micro B are old Adafruit projects themselves that use the M4.
The Picos, the batteries, the rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
Sure. They're gonna drop USB-D next week.
Yeah.
I think they just call it PD, whatever version. Right? USB-C PD, whatever. 2.1.
I recently got an audio interface from Artura. It's USB-C. That's it. Does it? It also has a as a hub, but
this is the soap dispenser You recharge it with
No.
USB-C.
That's funny. So even
My
that,
water pick USB-C.
that's funny. Yeah, my toothbrush uses AA batteries.
Good.
Which
Oh,
is
all the ports in the car, they've been USB-C this whole time.
really? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think that's gonna do it. What else can we rant about?
That's it, man. I gotta watch Ahsoka, see how this ends, and then Loki tomorrow. Let's see what projects. Hopefully, more than just an LED cube.
Yeah. Well, the pruning stick is the TVA baton thing.
Yeah. You
That's
did
an
that.
actual prop that you can get now from Disney. It took them quite a
You
few
know
years.
what? Every time I go, which is
You don't
pretty
see it?
often, I do not see it.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how well the
that's what I want to look at.
electronics
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's like $100, right? Something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I'd pull it up, but
Yeah, we'll do that next week.
you
All
wanna do
right.
that next week? Yeah. All
Let's
right.
close out the show. There will be more shows later tonight. We still have the show and tell, and then Ask an Engineer later tonight.
Yeah, I believe Melissa will be hosting the show and tell,
Oh.
and then Liz Clark will be hosting the week after.
Okay.
But there's still an Ask Engineer coming on at 8 p.m. So if you have new projects you want to share, some inspirational things, retro tech, all that's cool, come on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Discord, and Melissa will drop the link to the StreamYard so you can join in. Still got JP's workshop tomorrow. Tune in to JP. He's working on some cool synth.io stuff with a Lego color sensor project.
That makes me think of Zelda. Where you can do the laser with the crystals and it'll like play the theme. Have you tried that?
Yeah. No, I haven't. But that is a video I've seen. You can play notes with the with one of the Zenite devices. Pretty cool. Let's see. Fridays are deep dives with either Tim, Foamy Guy, or Scott. Tune in.
Add that in there.
5. Yeah, I know.
Tim or Scott.
And then From the Desk of Lady is on Sundays on all the channels. Mondays are weekly CircuitPython meetings. Tuesdays, product pick of the week with JP. This week was the Feather M4 because they're back in stock. I think that's it right now. Cool. All right. Well, don't forget coupon code prototype get you 10% off. We'll have another one tonight too if you want to use that one. JP will have a coupon code as well.
And with all that said, I think it is time.
It's time to pay the
price. I was going to say that.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to make a great
day.
Let me play the.
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't have enough information.